I remember. So the first one came.
So when you said the evil spirits start coming in one by one, how were you seeing them physically, or were you hearing or feeling them? What was it like?
I can't explain. To date, I can't explain the feeling. It was so horrifying. It was so scary. I don't know. You know, you're in the dark, and then these things coming. I've never had an encounter with evil spirits, but for the first time in my life, I had an encounter. I had goose pimples all over my body. My heart was beating fast. You know, I could just tell that something is not right. Something is wrong.
Right. Yes.
So they came in. They started coming in one by one. The first one came and said, "Mwanangu niko hapa," as in Kiswahili it means my daughter, I'm here. The first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. By the time the fifth one came in, I lost conscious. You understand? I could hardly talk. I don't know. I felt like I was half dead. So then the sixth and the seventh one came. When the seventh one came, they were able to restore back our memory, rather conscious. I was conscious now, because remember, these are evil spirits, and the Bible tells us that evil spirits are fallen angels. They're capable of doing the impossible. So they requested if I wanted to talk to my late. You know, my dad is late, my late dad. And I told them that the Bible tells us that there's no connection between the living and the dead.
And the dead.
And then they requested if I wanted to talk to any of my late relatives, and I said, I gave them the same answer.
Yes.
So then, after that, I inquired from them their role. And then they quoted a verse from the Bible which says to kill, steal, and destroy. You understand?
Whoa.
And the kind of voices that they had was sort of like hoarse, hoarse, high-pitched, some are hoarse, high-pitched. I don't understand. I've never encountered such voices in my life.
Yes.
And they're talking in pure Kiswahili. You know, the Witchdoctor was from sort of, I think, from Tanzania. So they speak Kiswahili. So
they spoke Swahili. Whoa.
Yes, because like I told you, evil spirits are fallen angels. So they're capable of speaking all languages.
Yes. Yes.
If you're in abroad, they'll be able to use your language. I mean, they speak all languages. So since I was in Kenya, and I went to a witch doctor who's from Tanzania, living in Kenya, and he was speaking in Kiswahili, they were able to talk in Kiswahili. I mean, because I'm conversant with that language. What I'm trying to say is that it does not matter which language you speak. They are capable of speaking any language. I mean, they are conversant with all languages.
Yes, yes.
So after that, I remember we spoke to them, but I was shaking. I was not okay. I was sweating. I was just not okay at all. And then after that, after the interview, I asked them. I wanted to know where they come from, and then they told me that they come from Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and Southern Ocean. Those are 5 oceans that they mentioned. So they told me that they live under, inside, deep down. And then when they're enticed, they come out. Then they come and drink the blood in the pots. And then they fly to various countries.
The blood and the pots that you saw the first day you came in.
Yes, because by the time when we were leaving the witch doctor's den, there were no blood in the pots at all. You understand? But prior to when you came, when you came to the witch doctor's den for the first time, there was a lot of blood, like I told you, full of 7 pots of blood, 7 pots full of blood. But now, as we were leaving, there were no blood. They are taking the blood. That is their food. That's what they told me. So they fly to different countries, and then they told me that human beings will take, like for instance, in India where I studied, it takes 7 hours to go by flight to India.
Yes. Yeah.
In the US, it could be 14 or 15. I do not know. But they told me that they take 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes, because they are spirits. They fly, and then they get into... 5 minutes. They fly, then they get into that person. For instance, there are Kenyans who go abroad and decide to stay away from their family members. even for 20 years. You understand?
Yes.
So when the sacrifices are made and money is taken, like I told you, there's so much money and sacrifices, they'll be able to get into the fly abroad, get into that person and bring that person home. That's why you see somebody goes abroad for 20, 30 years and then comes back all of a sudden. Of course, something has been done.
So for them, these spirits, the distance is not even a barrier. They can go anywhere.
Distance is not a barrier for evil spirits.
So an evil spirit can be attacking you from Kenya in the United States.
Yes. So many cases. I have friends who are in the US who have been attacked by evil spirits from here, just from Kenya. This is not a barrier for them, like I keep telling you.
Crazy.
So after that, they get into that person and that person is brought back home. That's what they told me. Well, after that, the photographer requested if we could take pictures of them. But prior to that, they wanted me not to write anything bad about them, anything negative, or they would come for me. They know where to get me. So I promised not to do that because I was scared. So after that, the photographer requested if we could take pictures of them, and they obliged. So as he was taking pictures, looking at the camera, we were just seeing skeletons. You understand?
Oh.
Sort of like skeletons.
Yeah.
These are evil spirits. These are fallen angels. They were playing with our psychology. And then all of a sudden, these skeletons disappeared. I was traumatized.
When you took the picture, what you saw in your camera was like skeleton looking like creatures, but then it disappeared.
Yeah, they disappeared. So I was traumatized. Photographer was also traumatized. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because we did not know what we were going to tell the media organization that assigned us to interview evil spirits, or whether they would believe us or not.
Whoa.
So upon leaving the witch doctor's den, I remember, I was not okay. I was unwell. I felt unwell. I felt dizzy. I felt confused. I don't know. I wasn't okay at all, health-wise.
Yes.
So I decided to go to a man of God pastor for prayers.
I have a question for you. I'm sorry. So when all these things were going on, what was the chief priest or the witch doctor that was in there? What was he doing? He was still passed out?
The witch doctor was still, like I told you, like a dead man. He went still. Like I told you, he's employed by evil spirits. So when the evil spirits were coming in, he was overpowered because he's an employee of evil spirits. You understand?
Yes.
So he was overpowered. So by the time the evil spirits now began leaving the witch doctor's den, after taking pictures, and then we couldn't hardly see, he could see nothing. Now they began leaving one by one.
Yeah.
As they left, there's a sound of a bell. I don't know what it symbolizes, but they left. The first until the seventh one. So by the time they left, the witch doctor was able to talk to us again. I don't know where he got his strength from. I don't understand. But he was okay now. Once they left, he was able to talk to us. And when we inquired from him, he told us that, these are his bosses. So he cannot stand their presence. He had to, So I said, it's okay, no problem.
It's crazy.
So after that, I went.
It's crazy that he could not stand their presence, but he made you guys stand in their presence.
Yes. Wow. So I think that was a big mistake that we made. So apart from that, I was unwell. So I decided to go to the nearest, church for prayers. My colleague, I think he didn't see the need of doing so because he didn't believe in evil spirits either. So he told me that he wanted to go to the office. So me personally, I left I went to the nearest church. Yes. I told man of God that I've just spoken to evil spirits, kindly pray for me. So man of God prayed for me, and of course deliverance and stuff like that were done on me. And he wanted me never to go back to a witch doctor's den again.